Hey y'all, it's me, Haruko Homioka. I am going to give you a little bit of background as to why I started writing fan fiction. I ran across the Kissing Booth movie on Netflix and watched it simply because Molly Ringwald was in it. Little did I know she played a very small role in the movie. Anyway, after watching it and falling in love with the movie itself and realizing that it was based on a novel by Beth Reekles, I decided to read the book and the mini novella, The Beach House. After that, I went looking for the second part, considering the fact that it had been written a while back, just to find that there was no second part written by Beth Reekles, but a lot of fan fiction written on a site called Wattpad. I went on and read several of them, and it didn't satisfy me. So I went and started writing my own. And next thing I know, I developed a fan base. And people were starting to ask me for more and more as I finished them, and even going as far as to give me ideas. And that's how I ended up with a book that ended up having 120 chapters, because even though I had intended it to be 50 to 60 chapters, every time I came close to ending it, someone would give me an idea, and next thing I know, I was writing it into the book. A little while ago, about a month now, I was approached by an editor from Dream.com. They were interested in 7 of my fan fiction. The fan fiction that they picked was, one of them is called just plain The Kissing Booth. Then there's The Kissing Booth Epilogue 2, Noah's Mistake, Noah's Love, The Kissing Booth New Love or Not, The Kissing Booth A New Chapter, and The Kissing Booth Nightmare. Now, as for The Kissing Booth A New Chapter, that one I know for sure has characters from another Netflix movie that I watched and ended up reading the books for, which was To All the Boys I Loved Before by Erica Hahn. I couldn't help myself. I had ran into it while I was in the middle of writing The Kissing Booth A New Chapter, and in doing so, when I came back to write, I ended up including them in it as well. Now, I just thought you all would like to know this stuff. I do have some of my original pieces on Wattpad. One of them is called Stuck in a Romance Novel. It's about a young girl who has a lot of great guy friends but no boyfriend. And she basically lives her life reading books, particularly romance novels, in her free time. A new guy shows up in school, falls in love with her, and the fact that she's not a girl that is completely devoted to girly things. And you find that her best friend has been keeping other guys away from her because he wanted her for himself but didn't want to admit it, and has a problem with her having a boyfriend. Anyway, I also have another original that I'm currently working on. It's a werewolf book called Uniting the World. It's about a girl who gets mated with an alpha of a pack, and it's their destiny to unite both the supernatural world and the werewolf community. I also have a Twilight fanfiction called An Unlikely Ally, and this takes place after Edward comes back to Bella, but right before their wedding, and decides that he can't do this, and he leaves her again, and she ends up mating with a werewolf, one of the wolves from La Push. And no, it's not Jacob. That's the whole point behind it being an unlikely ally. Anyway, I hope you all check this out. Either find me on Dream.com if you just want to read my fan fiction from The Kissing Booth, or Wattpad, where I have most of my stories. I have a total of 19 stories, 17 of which are completed. Thank you. Peace out. Bye. Click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Have fun.